Okay, so we were discussing drama is not a pure literature because it is dependent upon those performing arts. Okay, it depends upon other things as well. So we can't say drama a pure literature. That is the reason. It doesn't mean कि drama की importance कम हो गई. Drama is the earliest form of literature that we have. Okay, and then it's one of the most important genre in literature. We can't deny the importance of drama by calling it's not a pure literature. But that is a reality. It's not a pure literature. Okay, novel is a pure literature. Poetry is a pure literature, but not drama because it is dependent upon performing arts there. So a novel is a pure literature. Okay, it is not dependent upon the space, it's not dependent upon the weather, it's not dependent upon the settings, actors, directors, and all those things. So therefore, Hudson defines novel as it's a self-contained. Okay, it's a literature, it's a form of literature. Everything is within itself. हर चीज ड्रामा के अंदर ही है. So it is a self-contained. And another characteristic of drama is realism is at the core. Okay, okay, realism is at the core of drama. Is at the core of novel writing. So realism must be there if it is to be a novel. Novel can't be based on imaginations. Okay, it must be related to real life. But literature is always fictional. Are you confused in this way? On one thing I say novel is a prose fiction. It is fiction. On other hand I say it must be realistic. ये दो चीजें are they not contradictory? एक तरफ तो we say that it must be fiction. On other side we say that it must be realistic. Okay, see the controversy there. This question I'll leave for you. I'll not answer because we do not have time. If we go into the discussion, okay, wo time chala jayega. So we'll be moving on. That question I'll be leaving up to you. Please find the answer of this question. If you couldn't, then come to me. Okay, so okay, another characteristic of drama is characters are not static but develop throughout the novel. Okay, it might be at the beginning characters are good, protagonists are the major character in the novel that is good, and then at the ending of novel that good characters become bad. Similarly a bad characters becomes good. Okay, so the novel in like plot, these characters will be moving, these characters will be in the process of evolution, they will be developing throughout the novel. That's major characteristic of drama. In other form of prose we have those static characteristics, they do not change those, but in novel we usually have round characteristics. Okay, they change with as the story proceeds, as the story moves on. uh, and then a novel, unlike again drama, can't be categorized as tragedy and comedy. Novel can't be tragic or comic like we have tragedy and comedy in drama. Okay, novel cannot be a tragic and it cannot be a comic. So novel, the classification of novel is not on the mood and then the ending. See, tragedy and comedy, this classification of drama is on the basis of mood and ending. What's the mood in this drama? What's the atmosphere in the drama? If the atmosphere and mood is comic, we will call it is a comedy. If it is light, we will call it comedy. If it is harsh, okay, if it is bleak, if it is serious, we will call it is tragedy. So this division in drama into tragedy and comedy is based on two characteristic features. One is mood, कि किस तरह का आपका mood है. Okay, if mood is light we'll call it comedy, if mood is in a way serious we'll call it tragedy. And ending, another feature is ending. If ending is happy we'll call it comedy, if ending is unhappy we'll call it tragedy. But unlike this classification, we classify novel according to the subject matter, not according to the mood and ending. Okay, our content and the theme, the theme of the novel will decide which kind of novel is this. Okay, the famous kinds of novels are picaresque novel, Gothic, historic, romantic, science fiction, and epistolary. Okay, Picaresque novel means a novel that is based on adventures of a hero, adventures of the major characteristics in a novel, and then he'll be wandering at various places and then having adventures with various things. We call that a picaresque novel. Gothic novel is a novel that has a theme of horror. We call it a gothic novel. Historical novel means a novel that is based on an event that happened in history. For example, a novel based on an event on World War One, we'll call it a historic novel. Romantic novel, okay, a novel that has those characteristics of romanticism. Okay, imagination dominate the thing, and then themes like love, okay, are the dominating one. And then especially आप लोगों को ये novel पसंद होंगे. Okay, and then a science fiction, a novel, a kind of novel in which we have science that is mixed with fiction. So what will happen in future? Usually the stories of aliens and then those supernatural characters, those are scientific in nature. And then those robots, okay, they are fighting with human. Stories like this, we call these are science fiction. When the formulas of science, when the rules and laws of science are combined with, are mixed with fictional stories, we call that is a science fiction. No, it will not be non-fiction. Historic novel will not be non-fiction. Sorry. Okay. Though the event will be from that World War One, but the story will be fictional. Event will be real. Story will be fictional. वो आप इस तरह, it needs a detailed analysis to understand how historical novel is not non-fiction, how it is fiction. आप शायद आपने पढ़ा होगा the novel of what was the name of novel that's based on World War One. Okay, you might have read that novel. वो कौन सा है? Of an American author, Farewell to Arms. Okay, the name of that novel is Farewell to Arms, and then that novel is based on the story of World War One. The event is related to World War One. वही World War One हो रही है. The characters are soldier in that, and those soldiers, they are having love with one another. Okay, a nurse and then a soldier, they are having a love affair, and then their story is there in that World War One. The story is fictional, but the event is real. So that is the mixture of history and fiction. We call that history. Epistolary means a novel that is written in the form of letters. Okay, a novel written in the form of letters. I am writing letters to you, for example. I wrote one letter, after that another. You wrote me a letter back as a reply. So I will combine all those letters and then I'll make a novel out of it. That is what we say epistolary novel. And the novel begin with this. The very first novel that we say, it is a epistolary novel. Okay, जो हमारा पहला novel है in English literature, that is epistolary. Okay, and then we, in novel, we do not have a formal protagonist and antagonist. Okay, there are multiple characters. We can call them as major characters and minor characters, but we cannot call them purely they are protagonists and antagonists. Okay, uh, uh, dramas usually are written uh, in present tense. They usually define what is happening at that time, because see, when the things are happening on the stage, जब चीजें स्टेज के ऊपर हो रही होती हैं, that mean they are happening in present. The present tense will be used in that. जब चीजें स्टेज के ऊपर live perform हो रही हैं, so that is understood, that will be in present tense. But it means drama talks about what is happening, novel talks about in past or in future, that what will happen or what happened previously. Okay, that difference again you must note. That is the characteristic of novel. Novel आपको वो बताएगा कि क्या हुआ था, ड्रामा ये बताएगा कि क्या हो रहा है, because it will be you'll see the live performance it. Okay, and then space freedom, freedom of rules is there. Okay, the poets and then those dramatists, they are bound by those classical rules of drama. वो बंधे हुए हैं उन rules के अंदर. Rules of following unities, rules of not mixing tragedy and comedy, rules made by of that blank verse. Okay, if that is 18th century, you will use that heroic couplet. So there are classical rules, traditional rules and boundaries when it comes to writing poetry and novel. You have to follow a proper meter, उसका कोई नाम होना चाहिए, proper rhyme scheme in poetry, and in drama all those plot structures and then characters and all those things. Okay, but novel is free of all these laws because it is a recent form of literary writing, and then we do not have laws that can bind novel. Okay, and then novel is free of all those classical laws and rules. So whenever writers write novel, they are free whatever they can write in whatever style they can use. वो चार पांच चीजें उन लोगों ने follow करनी है, and then that will become a novel. But to write drama and poetry, you must follow the rules of those classical authors. But for writing novel, no rules. That was a reason novel emerged. Okay, that was a reason we see that rapid development in novel. Okay, it's easy to write novel. We do not have those classical rules to follow. We do not have those boundary lines. Okay, in for writing a novel. That was one of the reason कि novel ने इतनी जल्दी तरक्की की, because it's free. Writers can write novel in any pattern, in any way they want. Okay, so I'll be moving on to the next slide. Okay. Okay, now we'll be coming to the factors that lead to development of novel. Okay, that lead to emergence of novel. What are the factors that lead to emergence of novel? क्यों novel पैदा हुआ? Why novel emerged? Why novel came to scene there? What are the possible reasons? There might be other reasons, but these are the reasons I guess these are most important. Okay, so I have mentioned these reasons, but there might be other minor reasons as well. Okay, what Hudson believes, okay, why novel emerged. Okay, this is exact quotation from of Hudson from his book, okay, Introduction to English Literature. Hudson says, novel owes its existence to the interest which men and women everywhere and at all times have taken in men and women, and in great panorama of human passion and action. इसका क्या meaning है? Do you understand this line? What's the meaning of this line? Hudson defines this as a factor behind emergence of novel. कि क्यों novel emerge हुआ? For Hudson, this is the only reason he defines in his book. He defines this as the only reason that novel emerged. क्यों novel emerge हुआ? Only impetus, only motivation behind the emergence of novel is this. ये एक ही है. Yes, yes. Kashaf or Kashif, I do not pronounce it properly, but your answer is relevant. Okay, let's see how others answer. Novel owes its existence to the interest which men and women everywhere and at all times have taken in men and women. Okay, so it's up to you. आप इस line को समझें and then try to define it as well. Generally speaking, if I give you answer in one line, that novel came out as a result of an interest of people in interest in other people. एक आदमी का interest in the life and action in the happening and then the passion of other people's lives that resulted in formation of this novel. Okay, an interest of one man in the lives of other men, that was a major reason behind the emergence of novel. Okay, that is what Hudson says. Yes, taking interest in others, that's the reason for Hudson. Okay, but there are some practical reasons. What Hudson talks about is very uh, more imaginary, related to emotions, but this is not a realistic reason. These are the realistic reasons why a novel emerged. Okay, the at the beginning, the rise of middle class. Okay, with the migration from those rural areas to urban areas that we discussed in Victorian age, when we were talking about the social conditions of that age, that migration from urban to rural, from rural to urban areas, and with the rise of middle class. Why middle class? Okay, rise because of those industries. People got jobs in those industries. They were getting wages, and we saw a rapid rise in middle class. So that is major reason. And you see, these are the people of middle class who usually are interested in reading literature. जो गरीब होते हैं वो भी लिटरेचर नहीं पढ़ते, जो अमीर होते हैं वो भी नहीं पढ़ते. Okay, it's only middle class that is interested in reading books. Middle class usually reads. Okay, not upper and lower class. So that rise of middle class, that was a major reason that novel writing emerged. Okay, novel, because the readership was there. Middle class rise in a way that they were the readers of that that style of writing, and that was giving an impetus and motivation to novel writers to write it more and more, to produce novel more and more, because the readership was there in the form of that middle class. And we see a printing press. Printing press is a major reason in the development of novel. Can it be a major reason in the development of drama? What will be your answer? Can printing press be major reason in development and emergence of drama? प्रिंटिंग प्रेस नॉवल के लिए तो है, लेकिन क्या ड्रामा के लिए भी हो सकता है मेजर रीजन फॉर इट इज डेवलपमेंट एंड फॉर इट इज a popularity? Yes, drama was already emerged, that already emerged. Yes, because drama needs performance. Habiba, you are right. Okay, because drama needs performance. उसको printing press की क्या जरूरत? That's why drama emerged earlier. जब when we did not have that printing press, drama emerged in those times. Novel emerged after invention of printing press, because novel is dependent upon printing. Drama is not dependent upon printing. Drama is dependent upon performance. ठीक है, ड्रामा परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, नॉट ऑन ऑन प्रिंटिंग. प्रिंटिंग के ऊपर नॉवल परफॉर्म इज डिपेंड्स. सो प्रिंटिंग प्रेस वाज अ मेजर रीजन, ठीक है, दैट लेड टू द इमर्जेंस ऑफ नॉवल, बिकॉज नॉवल इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन प्रिंटिंग. जब प्रिंटिंग होगी, बुक्स विल बी पब्लिश, दे विल बी मोर इन नंबर, देन इट विल बी in a way in the hands of those common people. Otherwise, if we have no printing press, then no publication of novels, and novel will die down because they can't be performed on stage. But drama will survive. If printing press आज भी खत्म हो जाए, drama will survive, novel will not. Okay, and then another major reason was periodic journals and newspapers. I told you in our last lecture on Victorian age, when we were talking about the serialization of prose, I referred that it is usually the novel that was serialized, that was coming in different various journals. Okay, in those monthly, fortnightly, and then yearly, those journals, the stories will be divided, and then that will be published in those stories, in those newspapers and periodic journals. Okay, printing press came in 15th century, Imran says, and novel emerged in 18th century. So it needs time. Just time पे printing press emerge, it's not necessary कि उसी time drama भी emerge हो, उसी time novel भी emerge. Okay, it needs time. Okay, so periodic journals and then a newspaper were a major factor there in the emergence of novel as well, because at the beginning novel were to be published in these journals and newspapers. not in the form of not in the form of those books there. Okay, and then this factor led to the emergence of drama, emergence of novels, sorry, decline of drama. We saw a decline of drama after Restoration Age. Okay, during that period of that Oliver Cromwell, okay, of that Commonwealth period, drama was banned in English in England. Theaters were burned. Okay, and then after that we saw a decline of drama because people left this profession of drama writing and then performing dramas on stage. It needed a lot of effort. Okay, you need a stage and actors, atmosphere, a place, and all those things to perform a drama. So, with the rise of middle class, people were getting busy in their own lives. They have their jobs. तो उनके पास इतनी फुर्सत नहीं थी, so they can perform dramas. They can go to theaters and then watch dramas there. For us and us sitting there, it was easier to buy a novel and then read it at your home. Okay, that was one of the leading factor that we see decline of drama after the theaters were banned and they were burned in Commonwealth period. And after that we see a decline of drama, and we do not have those major dramatists left in the form of that we had earlier, like Shakespeare and Marlowe. Okay, those major dominant dramatists we do not see after Restoration period. And that was a reason that a kind of literature, this place is to be replaced by some other kind of writing. So the place of drama that was taken over by novel. Okay, and so drama decline was also in Pope age. Yes, in after the 18th century, okay, we see the decline of drama. But at the start, at the beginning of 20th century, we see one more attempt by those writers, by those dramatists, to again revitalize drama. And writers were to major extent were successful in that as well. But later on, फिर से that drama, we had that decline of drama in modern time. Okay, and then a busy life that we discussed के उनके पास इतना time नहीं था. Rise of Puritanism. Okay, after age of Milton and at that Commonwealth period, we see the rise of Puritanism, a strict religion in Christianity, that fundamental religion. And Puritans do not allow people to write dramas, to read dramas, to watch dramas. So Puritanism in that proper form of in that sect of Christianity, it is forbidden. Okay, to read, to perform, to write drama. And after the age of after this Restoration period, we see this Puritanism, and then that lead to decline of drama, that lead to emergence of novel and increasing literacy. The education was increasing. See, can increase in education be a factor to the rise of drama? क्या ये फैक्टर हम ड्रामा के राइज के अंदर काउंट कर सकते हैं? इंक्रीज इन एजुकेशन एंड लिटरेसी, no doubt it is the basic factor that lead to emergence of novel. But can it be counted same for drama कि जब लोग पढ़ना लिखना सीख गए then drama developed? क्या हम ये कह सकते हैं इस तरह? I'm waiting for your reply. Kashyap says yes. Fadila says no because Shakespeare was not educated. शेक्सपियर के एजुकेशन का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं यहाँ पे. ओके, we are talking about the general public and audience. Audience was educated. Will that be a factor towards advancement in drama? Yes, action drama. Audience do not perform drama. अब देखें, आप थोड़ा इन चीजों को ऊपर थोड़ा गौर करें, थोड़ा फोकस करें. Audience do not perform drama, but audience read novel. Factor देखे इसको. To read novel, audience had to read it by themselves. Okay, they need vocabulary. They must be known about that sentence structure, those quotations, those phrases, difficult words, so that they can read a novel. But to watch drama, you do not need education. आप बैठें और ड्रामा देखें और फिर उठ के चले जाएं. So literacy, rise in literacy will not lead to advancement in drama, but to novel. That's why we call it a major factor in the development of novel, not in the development of drama. Because when the education increased, people were getting literate, uh, and then we saw those universities and colleges, even women were literate. That lead to emergence of novel because उनको पढ़ना आ गया था. Novel we read, drama we watch. आप कोई any uneducated illiterate man, आप उसको कहें कोई ड्रामा देखे, he'll watch that drama, he'll understand that drama. But आप उसको कहें कोई novel पढ़े, he will not be able to do that. Okay, that's that is why drama is not dependent upon literacy, but novel is. Okay, I guess that will be clear. And especially of women. Okay, women played major role in emergence of novel. How they played major role? I have one quotation. I have one, okay, a passage from a journal of that time. I'll show you that passage. Read the passage and then okay, you are writing the comments there. I'm unable to read all those comments, but I'll read those comments after we finish that lecture. I'll try to answer uh, those which are the relevant questions. Okay, I have that one passage from a journal of that time, of that of Victorian age, and then in that journal it is defined how women showed their interest in novel writing. So that journal is there, that passage from that journal is here. Read this and then guess how much interest women showed in novels. Kitna interest women's ka tha in novel writing. How women played a role in novel, in the development of novel, in the emergence of novel. This passage, okay, that defines it entirely. थोड़ा जल्दी करें, we do not have that much time left now. Sorry, thank you for reminding. Okay, some critics, okay, believe that Iliad and Odyssey of Homer in Greek period, this is from where the novel began. I don't know how they trace the roots of novel back to Greek period, but there are few critics who talk about these things. I don't know what's a base of that, what's a argument behind that. Okay, I couldn't get that. But if you, then please tell me as well. And some even trace the development of novel to Chaucer's Turles and Cassidy. Okay, that's a poem of Chaucer. That are romance. Or to a parson's tale, that is a tale written in prose in Canterbury Tales. Okay, in his book Canterbury Tales. Some say that the parson's tale that was written in prose and that was written by Chaucer, that has the characteristics of novel, but that is a tale, that's a short story that's written in poetry. An entire book is in poetry, one story is in prose, and people relate that to novel. But I think it's difficult to justify that novel can be traced back to Greek period or to the medieval period, medieval ages, to the writings of Homer and Chaucer. Okay, and then we have roots of novel can be traced to prose romances of Elizabethan age. I believe that novel writing and then the roots of it can be traced back to Elizabethan romances. For example, Sydney's Arcadia, Moore's Utopia, Thomas Nash's Unfortunate Travel, Lodge Rosalind, and Lilly's Euphues. They can be considered as the forerunners of novel because see they are works of fiction. We see the adventure in them, we see the characters, we see they are written in prose fiction, and then plot is there. Okay, so they are more near to novel, but what they lack is they lack the required number of characters, they lack the required number of words of that comprehensive of length, and then the philosophy of life, and then the realism. These are the 4 5 things they lack. That's why we do not call them novels, but we can call them as forerunners of novel because they are written in prose fiction. They are romance. There are characters in it, but not to that extent. The amount of characters is less, and mostly they are based on imagination. That do not makes them novel, but there are some characteristics which match with novel, so we can call them they are neither novels and they are neither not novels.